Big news is coming out of East Asia that could reshape the balance of naval power in the Indo-Pacific. For the first time ever, Japan is preparing to export a used Maritime Self-Defense Force destroyer escorts, and not just one, but potentially an entire class of them, to the Philippines. What does this mean for the Philippine Navy? Why is Japan doing this now? And how does China fit into the picture? Stick around as we break down this unprecedented defense move, its impact on regional security, and what it signals for the future. According to reports from Japanese media and reliable defense insiders, the governments of Japan and the Philippines have agreed in principle to transfer used destroyers from Japan's Maritime Self-Defense Force, or MSDF, to the Philippine Navy. If this goes ahead, it will mark the very first time that Japan exports used destroyers to another country. It's a huge milestone, reflecting how Japan's post-war defense policy has evolved from strict pacifism to active regional security, cooperation. The initial focus is on the Abukuma Class destroyer escorts. These ships have served Japan for over 30 years. They were designed primarily for anti-submarine warfare and coastal defense, featuring sonar systems and lightweight anti-ship capabilities. Why is Japan letting go of these ships? The answer is partly modernization and partly manpower. Japan's Maritime Self-Defense Force has long faced personnel shortages, especially with its aging population. Newer ships like the Mogami Class frigates are designed to require fewer crew members while packing more advanced technology. As a result, older ships like the Abukuma Class, the Asagiri Class, and even some Murasame-Class destroyers are being gradually retired to make way for these modern vessels. Rather than scrapping these ships, Tokyo sees an opportunity. Give them a second life with a close security partner, the Philippines. For the Philippine Navy, this is a game-changer. Despite steady modernization, the Philippine fleet still relies heavily on older, smaller ships, many of which are ex-US Coast Guard cutters or converted civilian vessels. The Abukuma Class escort destroyers, though dated, would boost the Navy's anti-submarine and patrol capabilities overnight. These ships will help secure Philippine waters in the West Philippine Sea, an area where Chinese ships regularly conduct aggressive maneuvers. And this isn't just about one class of ships. Sources say Japan is also considering transferring other retiring ships, like the Asagiri Class destroyers. Bigger, multi-role vessels, and possibly even 2 to 3 Murasame-Class destroyers, which are more modern and capable. This will help the Philippine Navy familiarize itself with Japanese platforms, such as Abukuma, Asagiri, or Murasame, to enter into modern ships in the future, like the Mogami-class frigates. According to sources, the Philippine military is scheduled to inspect the Abukuma Class destroyer escort this summer. It will check their equipment, such as main guns, and their maintenance status, among other things, to finalize preparations for export. Beijing's growing maritime presence and island building in the South China Sea pose a direct threat to both Japan and the Philippines. By strengthening the Philippine Navy, Japan improves interoperability with its own forces and sends a strong signal to Beijing that they're not alone in guarding the seas. This destroyer transfer is also in line with Japan's new national security strategy, which emphasizes regional partnerships and collective deterrence. By boosting the Philippines' naval strength, Japan also protects key sea lanes vital for its own energy and trade supplies. What do you think about Japan's transfer of these destroyer escorts? Is this the right move for the Philippine Navy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more updates on Philippine defense modernization. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.